What's up, guys? Little Max S here. I don't think I made a video yesterday. I can't remember. So I was gonna make one today. But anyways, this is should you buy a Toyota Tacoma? Toyota Tacomas are pretty sought after the world over in some form of another. There are Toyota Hiluxes in like Europe and Great Britain and all that. You can get parts of Africa. You can get a Toyota Hilux. They're still the old version of the Land Cruiser. I can't remember what it's called. You can still get in certain parts of the world. America's weird. A car company will not bring a car to America if they believe it's going to fail. And for some reason, that's why we have never gotten the Hilux. Apparently, the Tacoma in America is king. So apparently they think that if they bring the Hilux over, it could hurt the Tacoma market, which is one of the hottest selling mid to small size trucks ever in America. I say ever, but I'm not completely sure. I'm pretty sure I know it's the highest selling right now, especially now that they're coming out with the new TRD version Tacomas and the 4Runners that have snorkels on them from the factory, which is really cool. It's always nice getting an off-road part or a performance part that comes from the factory because it's warranted through the factory. Whereas, like, I'm gonna have to put a snorkel on my truck, and it's not gonna be, it's not gonna have a warranty from Toyota. But anyways, if you're asking yourself, should I buy one? The reason why I bought my Toyota Tacoma, I have a single cab, four-wheel drive, 2008 Toyota Tacoma. It is stock as a rock. It has the 4-cylinder, roll-up windows. It's a manual. I wanted the manual four-wheel drive selector transmission, and it didn't come with it. I had to get the turn. It's got a little knob you turn. It puts it in four-wheel drive. The manual is a lot better. I think it locks the rear diff and all that, whereas mine doesn't. But I couldn't get that on mine. They still use it. That's the insane thing. They still use the manual four-wheel drive transmissions in the TRD Pros as far as the Tacoma or the 4Runner, which is crazy. I don't think any other car manufacturer is doing that in America right now. They still use old parts like drum brakes on the back, which is insane. If you want a Toyota, I'll give you the reason why I bought mine. I bought mine because I had an Acura. I had a 4-door Acura TL. It was a very nice car. I took a lot of care of it. I buffed it, waxed it, did the leather interior. It was immaculate. And I had people constantly door dinging it. I had a cop hit it one time. That's a funny story. I think I've told, but I might have to tell again. But I had a cop hit it back into it one time, just destroyed the car. I ended up painting it myself. I was not happy with the results, so I sold it. And in my anger, I said that I'm going to get a cheap four-wheel drive truck that is small enough to be able to parallel park, because I was living in the city at the time. And I wanted a truck that was small enough to be parallel park places. I didn't want to have to worry, because my Acura, I curb my rims all the time. In the city, it's just going to happen. You're going to curb your rims. So I was like, I want a four-wheel drive truck that can take a lot of abuse, that I don't care about if it gets beat up on the outside. And the first thing that came to my head was that Top Gear episode with the indestructible Toyota Hilux, where they blew it up on a building, they rammed it with a wrecking ball, they tied it down in the sea and let the sea take it away, and it still ran. And it still looked cool. Even after being so beat up, it still looked cool. So I was like, I'm going to get a Tacoma. That's the reason I bought it. If you're going to get a Tacoma, the gas mileage is horrible compared to other, like the Chevy Colorado or whatever came back out, and it gets great gas mileage. And the Tacoma still gets like 17, 18 miles per gallon city, which is what mine gets, especially now that I have the bigger tires, the roof rack, all that stuff. Mine gets horrible gas mileage. But one thing I do know about my truck is that it will never, I'm not going to say never because it could, but they use such, Toyota has, I watched this video about Toyota where they don't change anything in their production line over the years. They only try and make it better. They don't, like Ford and Chevy are bad about this. They'll have a car they come out with and they'll be building it for like 8 years, and then they just completely scrap everything, start over. So you have a new list of problems that pops up. Toyota doesn't do this. They use the same manufacturing product or Yeah, the same manufacturing program basically, and they just make it better. They don't scrap it ever. They just make it better. And I knew that buying a Tacoma, that it's going to have easy to replace parts. It's going to be easy to work on. I wanted something that wouldn't break down, that I could just abuse. And believe me, I bought it in 2008. It's 2019 now. I have abused it. I'm talking about straight up abused it. I let my father use it when he was doing logging for a little while, and it got beat up doing that. I love the truck. I'm absolutely in love with this vehicle. I'm not going to sell this vehicle unless it burns to the ground or something. But it is not going to be sold. If anything, I'm going to park it at my parents', because I don't have anywhere to park it where I'm living right now. I'm going to park it at my parents', and I'm going to buy something else. More than likely another Toyota product, because I have been super impressed. My Honda Civic, even though Hondas have great reliability, it would fall apart all the time. My Acura TL, the transmission went out twice on it. The headlights would always go out. I have not had any of those problems with the Toyota Tacoma because it's been so simple. Just light bulbs have gone out. And my rear lights, I've had out in since 2008, and they've never gone out. Just my running lights up front, one of them went out. So I replaced both of them. They're still working. But that's if you are going to buy, if you want a truck that is going to be reliable, that is going to get you where you want to go, and you're not going to have to work on it, Tacoma is what you want. They don't come with any fancy stuff. I don't even know if the new ones come with heat seaters. They might, but they are so behind the times. I don't think they have push button start. I think they're still all, but just you turn the key. I love my truck because driving it, it's a 2008. It feels like a 1985 Toyota. My dad had a 1989 Toyota Tacoma. It actually wasn't called the Tacoma then. It was just a 1989 Toyota truck. But it's essentially what Tacoma became. And this truck has some of the same parts that my dad's 1989 had, which is insane. So, I mean, that's the thing. Do you want a truck that's going to be reliable, that you can abuse? Yes. Buy a Tacoma. Do you want a truck that's going to have great amenities or features? It's going to have great gas mileage and all that, and it's going to drive good? Then don't get a Tacoma. It depends on what you want. Do you want an indestructible vehicle? Get it, or the most indestructible American vehicle you can get. Get a Tacoma. Get a brand new Tacoma. They're still just as indestructible as they were in the 80s. Aside from the Toyota Hilux, which is one of the baddest vehicles on earth. I actually kind of fell out of love with my truck at one point, and I was like, I want something different. I want something new, cool, and all that. And then I went to Afghanistan, and in Afghanistan, the Special Forces guys drive the Toyota Highlanders. They drive the old 90s. They still have the old 90s Highlanders. They're completely bulletproof. All that. They're beefed up, bigger motor, or I guess souped up motor, because they're so insanely heavy with all that armor on them. But they look stock. You look at them from the outside, it just looks like a Toyota Highlander. And then you get up on it, and the glass is like that thick on it. The windows don't roll down. You can tell. I actually had one of the Special Forces medics picked me up because I was lost walking around the base in Afghanistan. He pulled over and said, hey, you look lost. You want to ride to wherever you're trying to get? I went to open the door, yanked it. It nearly yanked me into the truck. I was like, my God, it took two hands to open this Toyota Highlander's door. And I got in, and it took two hands to close it. He's like, yeah, it takes a minute to get used to how heavy everything on this vehicle is. But once I saw that the Special Forces guys drive off base in crazy conditions and they trust Toyota, that's when I was like, you know what? I'm going to start putting money into my Toyota Tacoma. And I've loved it ever since. It rides rough. I mean, the only good thing about it is that it's just unstoppable. It's easy to work on. But that makes it fun to me. It drives so bad. It's noisy. A lot of wind noise. It gets blown all over the road when the wind picks up. But it's just, I know that it's going to keep going is the thing. I couldn't buy a Chevy or a Ford mid-sized vehicle like the Ranger or Colorado. Whoa, my keys fell out of my pocket. I couldn't buy a Chevy or a Ford mid-sized vehicle because I don't know how good. I know the Rangers were pretty good vehicles, but they quit making them, you know. Toyota has never stopped making once they started making their truck, they have not stopped, and they're not going to stop anytime in the future. So I know that even like if you bought a 2005 Toyota Tacoma, it looks just about the same as a 2020. You can put them side by side and see small differences, but I'm telling you, Toyota does not change much when they change something. They'll put some new body mods, they'll fix some stuff, make it nicer, because the bumpers on my truck are garbage. Toyota realized this, so in 2011, I think, they put different bumpers on them, different headlights, made them less garbage. And then now the new one, they've perfected it. They took the 2005 model, didn't change very much, just perfected it. In 2020, that's insane. No other car company does that. They don't keep the same look and all that. I'm telling you, if you saw a 2005 drive by and then you saw a 2020 drive by, you would not be able to tell them different. They look exactly the same parts, same wheels. It's crazy. I'm going to stick with Tacoma. So, I mean, that's my thing. If you want to buy a Tacoma, the reason you would buy it is reliability, and Toyota never gives up on their customers, whereas Ford and Chevy, they'll discontinue something quick. They have the Ranger and the S10, and they were pretty good selling vehicles. They were pretty good vehicles. And then Ford and Chevy just say, we're done with them. Toyota has taken losses to keep the Tacoma around, and that's why they're still leading the market today. But anyways, that's my opinion. Let me know what you drive. I'm sure it's something just as cool. But anyways, appreciate y'all watching. Check me out, SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter. Like always, check me out on the streets.